What's up, guys? So, last night I finished The Last of Us Part 1, the PS5 upgraded version, and it was by far one of the best games I have ever played. The story was great, perfectly crafted, really drew you in, and didn't let off right until the very end. The gameplay was great, some of the best combat dynamics I've ever experienced. The shooting, the melee combat, the stealth, the exploration, the collectibles, the crafting, and the AI of your teammates was all pretty impressive. Not perfect, but the closest thing I've seen to perfect. It was just so much fun to go through the game. Talking about the graphics as well, I mean, the graphics were just on another level completely. They were just incredible. I mean, even in 2013 when this game was first released, I heard the graphics were great back then. But on the PS5 with the HDR on an OLED TV, 65-inch I've got, the contrast and everything, it's just incredible. I mean, the level of detail in the levels, which you've seen in my playthrough, I spent most of my time checking out random stuff that wasn't even pertinent to the story. Also the audio, the voice acting, the sound effects. I could tell, even just with stereo earphones, how far something was from me, and those aren't even in fancy headphones, they're just normal headphones, so I could tell where people were, where enemies were, like the ambience, the wildlife, everything like that was just great. And the gore was handled very well as well. I like a bit of gore, but not overkill, you know, I like a little bit, and it was handled great. You shoot someone in the head, it's their corpse, and you can see the head's been blown off, you know. You put an arrow through somebody's eye, and you go to the corpse, and it's coming through the other side. Details like that made it feel like I was playing in a live action movie. It didn't feel like a video game, it felt like a movie which I was a part of, and it was just such a great experience. I'll never forget it. I actually heard about this game in 2013, and I've only just now played it, and I'm glad I got to play it with the upgrades like I stated before. I heard before there was a multiplayer version. I didn't know about that. It's not in the PS5 version, obviously, but to be honest, I don't really care, you know. I had a lot of fun in the campaign. Can do another playthrough on hard difficulty, get all the artifacts, all the Firefly pendants, all the comic books. Not sure if the comic books are new to the PS5 version, but anyway, yeah, I can go through again, get all that stuff. I'll be much more skilled now at the combat, and it would be one hell of a ride to do all of that again, which is rare you can say that for a game. But I think, given the replayability of it, how awesome the story mode is, I think you could play through it a few times, and then you could get better. Once you've got all collectibles and stuff, you could then try and do a zero-death run, you could try and do speed runs, and there's such a big community for The Last of Us that there's always going to be people that want to see it. It's a timeless classic, it's a cult classic. Playability is also great. So if I was to give it marks out of 10, I would give it 9 out of 10. There's only a few little things that I didn't like about the game. One was the variety of the artwork. It always read 20 past 12 on every single clock, pretty much. I thought they could have maybe, I mean, how long does it take to come up with a few textures for a clock? And add a bit of variety there. Like I said, tiny little niggles. Another thing is, towards the very end, I kind of got the feeling of like repetition. Like, okay, we start somewhere, we see someone off in the distance, and then we just go there. And I started to feel like that was just a repeating kind of theme in the game. Not that it was bad, but I just noticed, like, towards the last couple of levels, I started to feel like, oh, should repeat, but it was so much fun, it didn't really bother me. Anything else? Yes, one major thing in the game, a little bug, so to speak, is that when you switch weapons, you press left on the D-pad, then hold square to go in your backpack and pick another weapon. Well, sometimes when you're in stealth mode, and you're thinking about the gameplay, you're not thinking about what you're doing, you're watching the enemy. So then you'll think, okay, I'll get my bow and arrow out, press square, And what does he do?
God,
he does a melee attack. And then the enemy turns around, sees that you're giving away your position, and the whole stealthy plans go awry. That's another little thing I didn't enjoy about it. That's actually happened in my playthrough 3 or 4 times until I learned to double, triple check that I'm not changing it too late. Another thing I didn't like about it was I explore everywhere. Like, if you watch my playthrough, I explored everywhere.
Snake.
And I still missed a ton of artifacts and weapon upgrade parts, secret areas. And that's fine, you know, but I just got the feeling that towards the end of the game you were rushed to upgrade your weapons and you didn't get enough time to enjoy them. So Tools Level 5 was right before the very end of the game. I would have much preferred
El Diablo
to have much more time to fully upgrade your weapons and then enjoy them right until the very end. I mean, you don't even get the assault rifle until the very last stage. You know, it feels like you didn't get enough time to enjoy this new weapon and all your upgrades and stuff, which is unfortunate. There was a few graphical anomalies while I was playing, but you know, like, nothing to write home about. These are like minor criticisms, but if they were to fix those, you'd be talking 10 out of 10 for me. So 9 out of 10, very close to perfect, but not quite perfect. With that said, if you've never played the game before, definitely go and play it. You'll have an absolute blast. I've never played a game like that before. I mean, I've played some great games. Been a lot of good games in my lifetime, but yeah, Last of Us, is it the best game I've ever played? It's definitely up there. It's definitely my top 5 of all time. But just like movies, it's almost impossible to pick a winner because it depends on the day. Some days you'll feel like it's this one, some days you'll feel like it's another one. But yeah, definitely would always remain in my top 5. So $69.99 GBP in the UK. I'm not sure how much it is in America. Probably $69.99 USD. All over the world, again, I don't know. But if you have never played The Last of Us before, and this is your first time playing it, spend the money. If you've played it before, if you've played The Last of Us Remastered on PS4 or the original on PS3, you'll be disappointed because there's not much new there for you. There is some cool stuff like bonus content that you get after you beat the game, some new skins and, you know, game modes and a little like kind of fun little things like cheats and stuff like that. But nothing that is worth spending that amount of money unless you just want to get the trophies and experience the amazing graphics and audio and all the new things they implemented here. Buy it if you've never played it before, or if you're loaded and money's no object. Anyway, with that said, I forgot to mention this whole playthrough was actually done for charity, Teenage Cancer Trust, Charity UK. It's in the videos, I've got a hashtag, and in the description I've got a link to my donation page. So if you enjoyed the playthrough and you feel like giving a bit of money to charity, please donate. And the link below, yeah, that'll make my day. Those of you that watched the whole thing, awesome, I appreciate it. I'll probably start a gaming channel on a separate account. This channel I'm going to keep to like lifestyle, travel and car stuff, but we'll see about that. Awesome job, Naughty Dog. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Peace. Adios.